Hello, everyone. This is Shweta Dalmia, and welcome to another amazing episode of the Climapreneur Show. And today is yet another special episode. The highlight is that today we have with us an upcoming climapreneur, Shreya Jain, founder of Organic Sweets, who is here to talk about her upcoming Golgota collection. Wait, what's Golgota? Golgota is a marigold flower. And Shreya will talk about her Golgota campaign and how, with that Golgota campaign, they can help the underprivileged students. So, let's welcome Shreya to the Climapreneur Show. Welcome to the Climapreneur Show, Shreya.
Hi Shweta, it's so great to have me here in the show, and I'm so glad I could collaborate with you and deliver the information about this Golgota campaign and explain to people how sustainable living can help the underprivileged children. So, when I s- when I begin with thinking about this Golgota campaign, I've never thought of doing something for myself or for individual. I've always wanted to do something for the climate, for the environment, and to uplift the sustainable fashion field and genre. So when it came to picking up this Galguta campaign, I wanted to introduce something exquisite and unique. So I done a project on Galgota with the Fab India contest. So that struck me that why don't I pull it off and start up with taking it forward with doing this Galgota campaign wherein I'm going to make the products and give it out to fashion enthusiasts and people out there and get donations from them, and also that would help me help us in gifting it to the underprivileged children, that is the stationery and handmade books. So the Galguta campaign is all about taking inspiration from Gujarat. So Gujarat is very renowned for its handicrafts and craftsmanship, but of late, the Indian handcrafts and craftsmanship has been getting extant and exploited. Craftsmen have been exploited. So I wanted to take up this topic and give upliftment about it. So when it came to thinking about this Galgota, I sort of found inspiration from the marigold flower, its color and texture. So I took it forward, and by taking it forward, I have collaborated it with my partner in this campaign, who is Palak Dubey from Control Chaos, and I uplifted this. The campaign product include an accordion book and a brooch. The accordion book is been hand stamped. The papers of the accordion book has been hand stamped with turmeric root and marigold petals, and the book's cover has been binded with eco printed marigold fabric, and it's all been assembled together with a jute rope. And when it came to the brooch, we wanted to show that the entire marigold flower from its origin state till its scratch is being totally utilized. And don't get me wrong, the marigold flower is not plucked. It's something which is being reused from the offerings from God, or decoration or ornamentation, or also from from which the marigold flowers which have been fallen. It's not something I've plucked, and that's about it.
Wow, doesn't seem so amazing. So, Shreya, tell me something about organic sweets. Like, how did organic sweets start, and why did you start it in the first place? If I'm not wrong, you just finished your bachelor's and you're looking to, make your career into the field of sustainable fashion. So, what motivated you to start organic sweets?
So, if I say the world I visualize is green, organic, ethical, and clean. And from art to fashion and design, the only guideline of me is sustainability, sustainability, and sustainability.
Whoa.
So, organic Sweth is something which didn't have a pathway or anything, it just came up by the flow.
Hmm.
I was just from my learning from natural dyeing and eco printing, I started making masks, I started donating them, and gradually I got overwhelming response. So, I thought, why not incorporate it in some different background and place where I can start up with it. So, that's how I started up with organic Sweths. And organic means something which is, well, it's a lifestyle. Organic is a lifestyle by its own. It's a living, everything is organic in this entire universe and the environment, starting from a leaf, from the road, from the rock, from the wall. Everything is organic. It's all that superficial thing which the mankind has made. So I just want to revamp everything and showcase that organic living is something that has to be practiced in one's lifestyle and inherited and incorporated, so that is going to be the only persistent thing that is going to take forward for the years to come. And when it came to organic sweets, I've started up donating it to umpty number of people. And it began with donating it to the needy, and then gradually I picked it up with people who need the mask, and who believe and value sustainable goodies. So I have till date I've donated around 150 masks to the underprivileged people, and to the need and to the customers I've donated around 200 masks, and the sale has been quite overwhelming. And from the donation I've always tried to give certain amount and percentage for charity purpose, so that it gives and uplifts more people to go into sustainable products. Because the main aim and motto of organic sweets is to push people to more sustainable living and lifestyle, rather than be so excited about the glitter and glam that we find in the existing products, rather than moving out from that. Because fashion industry, as you all know, is the second largest pollutant in this entire universe. So why not push ourselves and move ourselves into something more sustainable, and work towards and strive towards it. And ultimately I would be successful, I would call myself successful only when I am able to make garments, evening wear garments, wherein people don't believe in that Zardozi. And Zardozi is an Indian craft and craftsmanship, but not something that is going to cause pollution to the environment, but help the even craftsmen, and also help the environment and be in a sustainable manner. So that's about it. And also it's not I want to give more and more importance to the Indian handcrafts and craftsmanship, because Indian handcraft by itself is very purely organic. When you talk about the Manjishta route, from which is very famous, the Bagru printing and the Ajrak printing of the Manjishta, the red color, the pure earthy color from India's route, you all must be knowing that India indigo plantation from the Swadeshi movement time. India has been renowned for its indigo, and why not utilize that, create an impact on it, and utilize it? Let's revamp India's craftsmanship and everything, and introduce everything on that sort.
Wow, Shreya, that's amazing actually. So, as you told that you are wanting to make your career into the field of sustainable fashion, how does it feel about stepping out in the world of sustainable fashion, making your career out of it? Where do you imagine yourself? And what are your current challenges when you think about making a career into sustainable fashion?
The current challenges, if I say, it started from my family. When I started with the eco printing and natural dyeing, it was very difficult for me to make people understand and tell them what exactly they do sustainable products mean, and what, because people find it very pale and pastel, but not really. Not all sustainable products are pale and pastel, but you know what, you can derive umpty number of colors from one pigment. Like, you can play with the acids and bases of your kitchen and create some wide range of colors. Like when you talk about turmeric, you have always seen that हल्दी का दाग लग जाता है तो रेड कलर बन जाता है, सब सोप लगता है. So just play with those colors and you can create your own colors. So that's about it.
Okay, so this was about Shreya, like how she started her journey with organic suedes, how she, executed the Golgota campaign, and the amazing products that she's creating. She even got, a very cute gift for me as well, and I'll be sharing the video of that as well. And also, she seems very interested, she seems so motivated in the field of sustainable fashion, wanting to do something, wanting to go out and just have a positive impact on this world. So guys, do check out her Golgotha campaign, do check out her some eco printing designs that she did. And also, she has even written a paper, and now she's looking for publishers to publish her paper. So she is on the path to be, to have a name in the field of sustainable fashion. Shreya, do you have anything to add?
Just remember one thing, your life is like a seed. Sow, plant, and grow and replenish it on and on without any pesticides and chemicals. Just make manure and keep composting it. That's all.
So thank you, Shreya. Thank you for being on the Climb Up on Our show. And I would just like to say you one thing. Actually, this was one advice that one of our previous podcast guests, Utkarsh, gave to me. That do not leave any stone unturned to test your idea. And that is what I would like to tell you today. And thank you for being on the show. Thank you for sharing what you have created, and thank you for sharing that where you are headed towards. So yes.
Thank you so much, Feta, for having me here. It's a great break opportunity. I'm so lucky to have known you, and I'm glad this opportunity of Climberpreneur and this platform is going to help the young adults and young people out there to come up with more sustainable goodies and spread it across worldwide, not even in India or Delhi, but worldwide. Kudos to you too. Thank you.
Thank you, Shreya, for your kind words. And do listen to this episode. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.